Today I've got 3 more breakouts to give you for the 2023 season. But as always, if you like baseball and fantasy baseball content, don't forget to subscribe. The first player on this list, Jesus Luzardo of the Miami Marlins. At just 25 years old, a former top prospect and coming off a rather strong 2022, Luzardo is primed to have that first big year. He put up a 3.32 ERA. This came with underlying metrics that suggest that it was very legitimate. Not to mention a rather strong K- walk rate, with a BABIP and a left on base percentage, both of which are rather normal, so again, there was no luck involved in the results. This came with a pitch mix change where he leaned on more curveballs and changeups and less fastballs last season. We have 2 red flags, and when I say red flags, they're small red flags though, nothing crazy. Let's call them caution flags, shall we? When he returned last year, the velo never quite got up to what it was prior to injury. It was close and it did tick up to end the year, but it wasn't quite what it was. So we're going to be watching closely that velo in spring training. Also, innings. It's built into the price, but the innings are a concern. Just 100 last year and a career high 124. If Luzardo can do what he did in 100 innings and 150 innings, you're looking at a big breakout season here. Another player with big time upside on a bad team, yet again, is Lodolo of the Reds. We know he has big time strikeout upside. The walks could be something to monitor, as his walk rate was 8.8%. Not terrible, but with his home run to fly ball rate being over 15% last year, if the home runs continue and that ballpark is prone to being home run friendly, we could see those walks come back to bite him. It's one of those things I'm just being rather nitpicky about. The dude has absolute stud upside here. Last year he posted a 3.66 ERA, which again was rather deserved based on the underlying metrics. Another player where wins might become an issue. The odd thing is though, as friendly of confines as the Reds ballpark is, he flourished at home, posting a 2.85 ERA, which was 2 runs better than on the road. I expect the road ERA and road numbers to improve, and if he can sustain that level of success at Great America Ballpark, then we're talking about a guy who can be ace level type of production here. In the second half, we saw improvements all across the board. K- walk rate improved, ground ball rate improved, the whip, huge improvement there. We also saw the BABIP go from a very inflated number to a rather normal one. So everything improved in the proper direction, and in a way it should have in the second half. All that positive production came with a change in pitch mix in the second half. We also saw a different shape and arm slot to the curveball. It was almost more like a slider. It's wicked, man. It's almost like Chris Sale type. That's what it looks like. It's what it reminds me of. You had a change in the pitch mix. You had success that followed that. No reason to think that that can't carry over into 2023. And the third breakout on this list is Triston McKenzie of the Guardians. 3 pitchers. Love talking pitchers. A lot of fun. The second half for Triston McKenzie is what really stood out. Another player who found something that worked, changed his pitch mix, and saw the results follow. We saw the strikeout rate increase. We also saw the BABIP increase during the second half and better production in the process. So he didn't get good BABIP luck. If anything, he got bad BABIP luck in the second half and was still able to flourish and do good things. It's a win-win. I mentioned that pitch mix change. He focused more on the fastball and curveball combo and kind of dropped off the other stuff. And a fun fact to end this whole thing off, among all pitchers in the second half, only 7 had this combination of stats. At least a 35% O-swing percentage, at least a 14% swinging strike rate, and at least a 29% CSW rate. Brandon Woodruff, Shane Bieber, Aaron Nola, Kevin Gausman, Max Scherzer, Luis Castillo, and Triston McKenzie. Tangible change came with production change. That's what makes it easier for me to buy in and why I expect it to be able to continue into 2023. And let's not forget, the Guardians, as well as the Marlins, there's a reason why 2 of the players on this list are from those teams. Those teams are really good at developing pitching. That shouldn't be looked over at all. Breakouts 2.0 is complete. 3 pitchers. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. As always, this is Mike from GTE Fantasy, and we'll talk very soon.